Good evening, good evening, no, good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. Wow, I actually forgot my own intro for a hot minute. So, question of the night. Will Audra accept Tucker's marriage proposal on the Young and the Restless? I feel like for some odd reason I botched that, but if I did, I'll sit there and clean it up. There we go. Okay. So the sound is good. But yes, that's the question tonight. Will she sit there and accept his marriage proposal? Will she sit there and tell him to go kick rocks? Do you think she's going to get insecure and be like, oh, you're just doing this as, a knee jerk reaction for Audra? Come up with some sort of BS. Let me know. Um, I was going to sit there and say, let me know in the comment section below. Now, tonight, we're going to be sitting there talking about General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Let's then do a quick roll call and get this started. Black Mine's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Gemini's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ed is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Laura B is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Dolomedics is in the chat. How you doing tonight? What is good, my friend? Dolomedics also just finished watching the episode, the X-Men episode, the new one, 97. Monique is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Autumn is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Monique says, I'm glad to hear that, Black Man. Monique says, if Audra accepts Tucker's proposal, she will be a damn fool. Why is that? Autumn said, hey, Sam was really annoying me today because what Sam needs to realize is Danny loves Jason. Danny is only going to defy Sam's wishes and see Jason anyway because that is what he wants. Um, it was kind of jarring. It's like they sat there and tried to put two episodes together. Like it was just weird. It's like, okay, I don't want to sit there and spoil it for people. It's like just pick a lane that you want to go in. Like either story was good, but trying to do both of them just seemed like, what are we doing? Queen of the South is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Because as you know, it's about. Okay. I mean, like I said, I didn't want to sit there and other story was great, but to try to put them two together just seemed like, what are y'all doing? Ed, and it's always good to sit there and see the Queen, of course. Ed says, funny how Jada says she's glad she doesn't have to deal with her ex, but she goes out of her way to confront him. She's still married to the guy, so here we go. Exactly. I cannot. You know, the sad thing is, Ed, is like that was the best part of the episode. When Nick says I'm going to watch it tonight, just saw the new Bambi trailer. Jonathan's in the chat was good. Domex says I agree with Strange. The storm portion is from yes. I heard about that. Like I said, it was good, but it was like we could have just picked one lane. Instead of just trying to put two of them in there, it just seemed like, what are we doing? It's just jarring, that's all. Jada, Jada, Jada. And here's the thing, Jonathan. The sad part about Days of Our Lives is that the only part that was actually good was the part that was annoying. And that's saying something. Autumn says Albert Maxi was speaking some truth to Nina. Like she said, if you have to scam and scheme to get Sonny back, then he's not the man for you. But Nina relies on Ava. Help is a stupid thing to do. Of course, yes. And we can all agree in the chat because honestly, tell you the truth, Ava's helping herself. Hey, yo, man. Um, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I don't know. You know, stick, Domex. I don't know much about Storm from the comics and stuff. Yeah, I don't know much about the, but I will sit there, you know, I can't sit there and spoil it. So, you know what, Dolomex, I'll tell you this much. If you are in the chat, all right, now I'm going to do this because I've been watching X-Men 97. I know some people didn't watch it, didn't catch up to it, but I'll tell you this much though. If you didn't catch up to it by Sunday, whoever watched it, I'm going to sit there and talk about it. It's okay, Autumn. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, Autumn, watching Godzilla is like watching the Transformer movies. I don't know if you saw my review. You'll enjoy it, but I don't want to spoil it for you though. I'll tell you that much. Um, Ronnie Ron walking. It's not bad, Autumn. It's just like I don't want to sit there and persuade you one way or dissuade you the other way. So, so it says it's wild that they were able to make Forge and Storm a believable couple in 10 minutes. Yes, yes, Dolly, yes. And I was just gonna sit there and say, I was like, yo, listen, if some of y'all didn't watch that by Sunday, then I'm gonna have to sit there and be spilling the tea with some people. Yes, exactly. And Johnson says, I still believe that Everett has the idea that memory where he saw himself smiling was clearly a glimpse of his alter. Yes, and I agree with that too. Sad thing is, okay, you know what, Jonathan? For anyone that watched Days, did you enjoy the episode? And if you did, please tell me why. Yep, that's exactly what you guys said. Exactly what Dolly said. And you know, and that's funny too. Dolomax says, "Why am I more invested in Forge and Storm than I am Mariah and Tess?" Because Mariah and Tess come in and it's like a fart in the wind, and they seem like they just because you know what, honestly, tell you the truth, they don't care about Mariah and Tess. They actually care about Forge and Storm, and you can see it. That's saying something. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Monique says Danny already proven nothing will stop him from seeing his father. Here's the thing though, Monique. I can understand where Sam is coming from to some extent. Jason's life, the enemies and stuff like that, they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is a danger around them. But my whole thing is like, you chose to have a baby with him. Yep, exactly. Same, Jonathan. Ron says, but what the F was going on? Oh my goodness. I'm not going to lie. I know it sounds heartless, but I'm going to sit there and say it's anyway, Ron. Wendy and her crying, her panic attack was probably the worst annoying scene I think I've seen. That was probably the worst scene I've seen all year. And I know that they still have to scab writers or something, but like Days is a complete not a mess. Part of me felt like maybe I should have just reviewed that. Jesus Christ. Something on Twitter now where it's like they want to sit there and bombard you with like messages from people that you don't even follow. And this just gets to a point where it's just annoying. It's like, bro, I don't. Anthony, the number one YouTuber. What's good? Um, then we have to sit there and deal with more of Jada acting like a Karen. And Darby, what's good, Darby? Why is it okay? Exactly, Lashanta. That's not what I said. Lashanta said, "What's good, Darby? Thank you for joining." Lashanta said Sam begged Jason to have a baby because she was jealous of Liz and Danny. Danny? Hmm? Hmm. By the way, as you're coming in, and I'll sit there and say this now so I can say this later on. If I miss your comment, it's not on purpose. If I miss your comment, just keep that in mind because there's one of me and 25 people in here. So don't take it personal. Dolly says, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Days desperately needs either Sammy or Abigail recast. Yeah. Valerie. Sam was off her mess today. I mean, my whole thing was like, here's the thing. I get where Sam is coming from. Jason is a former mobster. We don't know if he's going to go back to being in a mob. And, you know, there is a lot of danger with Jason. But my issue is the fact that you chose to have a baby with a guy. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, LaShanta. But I'm like, you chose to have a baby with him. Now you're going to sit there and start talking about how dangerous and complicated his life is. I'm like, yeah, she's acting brand new. Is that, and that's another thing, Valerie. She's acting brand new to the scene, and so is what you call it, Jocelyn with Dex. Oh my goodness, he actually tried to sit there and kill a defenseless old man. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, well, it wasn't even like I wasn't errant, you know. I don't know, maybe on some level. I just know that Days was not really that. Days was not really that popping. Jocelyn was wrong for that. Yeah, because she just my whole thing's like they're writing her stupid, but it's like even the people that like Jocelyn is that's the thing, Valerie. Even the people that like Jocelyn, they're like, what is wrong with you? Exactly, Jonathan. The same old man who held Trina, her best friend, and her mom hostage. Exactly. As said, EJ and Harris better start covering their tracks now that Xander. Ooh, yes, because he's gonna find out. That is very, very, very true. Very true. Honestly, what was hilarious was when Nina told Max she's gonna send Sonny a note about Christina having a baby for TJ and Molly, and Maxie was saying that note's gonna end up in the trash. Exactly. And that's my whole thing. I'm like, we miss the old Nina. Well, I miss the old Nina. This desperate version ain't doing it. And Valerie says, and no one cares about Cody and Sasha mucking the stalls. Exactly. And that's here's the thing though. And again, I know I'm gonna miss some of your. No, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Um, maybe I'll try to watch a little bit this week. I really want to watch it because they also have passions. And Eagle Fang, Audra should not accept Tucker's proposal, but if Audra, well, Eagle Fang, why shouldn't Audra accept Tucker's proposal? Well, see, this is the thing with why is it so loud for? This is the thing with those. This is the thing with the Cody storyline. Hmm. I mean, if you want, Jonathan, I'm still gonna call. I'm still. What did I use? I'm still gonna call it Ninarisms. I'm still gonna call it Ninarisms. But here's the thing, though, about Cody. His story is on hold, right? The actor that plays Mac, he's still in remission and stuff like that, so he can't come back to the show. So this whole Cody reveal that he is Mac's son isn't gonna work without, Mac. So he's kind of in this holding pattern. This is why we have a pointless scene of those two in the stall, because it's like this reveal was supposed to been happen. It was supposed to been happen. Yeah, Autumn. But the problem is that's not even the worst. That's not even the worst part. What's good, cherry ice cream? That's not even the worst part. We wanted to sit there and see how this fallout was going to be between Cody and Mac. Ron says, no, but you need to call her the Nina Nation hashtag. I mean, I can do both. I can still call her Nina Risms when she start acting on. Well, I call it, well, I don't know. Hmm. No, Monique says Dante got a lot to deal with. He just woke up. He got Sam in one ear. He got Chase and Brooklyn wedding to deal with. I'm like, let the man that's a breath before they start venting. Hmm. Very true. No, Valerie, Monique has a point. Eagle Fang says because Tucker has not shown that he is over Ashley. Saying I'm sorry does not erase putting Audra last. Tucker should suffer a bit more. Oof, I disagree with that. Audra will likely accept it, but I don't think she should. Yeah, see, my whole thing is like I'm not for a man to be. I don't know. We can agree to disagree on that because I'm not for a man to be simply groveling for a woman's attention. Suffer a bit more. No, 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 no. I get initially what you're saying, but I'm still not with the whole suffering and groveling. But that's just me, though. I mean, maybe they need more time. I can sit there and say that. Suffering. Yeah, she did, Valerie. Yeah, right. She did. I actually tell you, too, Valerie. Maxi was speaking facts today. Ron says so. Albert, so Curious isn't in the chat to say his woman when he shed on days. I mean, he may join later on. Honestly, tell you the truth, like I said, she was the. Ugh. And it's like the sad thing is like I know that she's having a panic attack, and I know it should be a very terrible and sad thing. Unfortunately, the whole time I was just annoyed from start to finish. Eagle Fang says, "Yes, suffer. LOL. She has sticking her neck out for Tucker. She deserves the same loyalty." Okay, well, I respect your opinion. Darby says Maxi have to give up on Nina because some stupid people just got to be stupid, no matter how much you want. Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. Because you can tell that she is Maxi's not there telling something, and it feels like it's going in one ear and out the other. You know, if someone ignores me like that, in my family, we fighting. Yes, I remember you saying that in the comment section too. Yes, and Damon, Christine Belly is big already. Well, that's the thing, Damon. People were sitting there saying that they should have saw a baby bump by now. So Monique says Nikki giving Jordan what she wants does not really. Ugh. No. And what's good, Damon? Monique says Nikki is giving Jordan what she wants. What she wants does she not realize that Nikki knows Jordan knows her weakness? Why feed into it, Nikki? Oh, I'm good. I just need to get some tissue. I'm probably just gonna want to take us some Benadryl. It's like I woke up and I don't know, probably came down with another cold or something. Who knows? Uh, no, I'm good. Richard, what's good, Richard? Thank you for asking, Valerie. Ed said Nina's not going to is not going to until she catches Sunny in bed. Yeah, and that's unfortunately she has to learn the hard way. Yeah, Laura B. Is in New York it's been raining nonstop, and it's like just sucks. Monique says I do agree with Devon about Billy. He never stays at one place for too long because who's to say when Jack says Abbott needs you back, he will leave Chancellor or go back to Jabal. So, Susan, how are you doing today? Yep, I agree. I agree. I'm actually going to sit there and take some dinner now. But how was you talking about? Yes, how you doing today, Susan? What the hell I was just thinking. Um, oh yeah, so Tucker. You know what? No, let's talk about Lily and Devon's conversation for a minute. I still can't believe that Lily actually fired those two. Like, like she's making personal decisions. I'm glad to hear that, Susan. Glad to hear that. I know. And Sam is gonna be so pissed off at that. Because honestly, tell you, at some point, it's like he's given up so much for other people. He's given up so much. Like he gave up time with his family to save Carly. Drew spent time in jail so Carly wouldn't have to. Monique says, "Sorry guys, can't stay long." All right, Monique. Let me know what you thought of the episode. I watched it today. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, Jake's been pissing me off, and the actor playing him is eager to be replaced. What? I'm cool with the new guy coming in. Let's see what he can do first before people start acting all what you call it. Justin, what's good? How Jason betrayed her. How can she look in the mirror? Yeah, especially when she had a baby with him. Darby says, what is so special about Devon that Tucker is willing to crawl to him for forgiveness? What did Tucker do to get brainwashed for years? He only wanted to help Devon get Catherine's company. Exactly. I'm like, my whole thing about Devon is that he acts like his ish don't stink. You know, like no one's perfect. It was good, CJ, um, Clove. Was good, CJ Clove. Yeah, their scenes was pointless, Eagle Fang. Their scenes was pointless. But yes, and that's the thing. He sits there and act like it's like I'm not sitting there saying, well, actually tell you if you're right. What's good, Justin? But yes, that's what I was just saying, Laura B. And you're right about that, because I'm like, what he did is not unforgivable. You know, what Tucker did is not unforgivable. And it's not like Devon hasn't messed up a couple of times in his life. Jonathan said GH was pretty lackluster today, and tomorrow's episode doesn't look any better. You know, Jonathan, when episodes like that happens, I always have to. It's always challenging for me as a reviewer to try to find stuff to talk about in a very lackluster episode. Ron says, yeah, people are saying that the new Tate is too old for Molly, and the actress playing her is 22. He is 29. Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid for him to say that. Yeah, that's dumb for them to say that. You did, Ron. You did say that. No love for Finn. It was funny, Eagle Fang. It's like there's no love for Finn on both shows, on General Hospital and what you call it, BNB. And it says I haven't watched Wine Off for years, but I agree about the Devon comment. This guy slept with Neil's wife, cheated on Amanda, slept with his aunt, who wasn't really family. Yeah, I'm like, what Tucker did was not um unforgivable, you know? And like Devon, seriously, you need to sit there and find a way to get over yourself. Oh, Jonathan is 26. Okay. Yeah, but you know, Jonathan, even if the actor was 29, the chick is 22. You know, like it's not. I don't know. Some people just I can't. You know, I'm always gonna sit there and wonder why she left. I'm always gonna wonder why she left. Why Hayden left the show, Valerie. Justin says no one should complain about Claire holding Mariah and Tess baby yesterday because she's a killer because they forgot that Summer did the same thing to Chelsea's baby. I didn't know that. I did, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I just not did actually say that. I was like, why would you let this chick that you don't know that you found out what she wound up doing? Um, oh, I didn't know that. Um, like you knew that this chick tried to sit there and literally kill your mother's former your stepdad pretty much, and you let this chick hold your baby. Yes, and it's funny, Eagle fans. Somebody said the same thing though too. Somebody else in the chat said the exact same thing. It might have been you, but it could have been somebody else though. Really? Well, they do her. They dress her well in the way that she acts. Okay, so Eagle fan, yeah, somebody else said the same thing. Somebody else literally said the same thing that you said. Like, let this dude just breathe for a hot minute. I think it might have been Monique. Um, well, Ron, because they don't care about Mariah and Tess. That's why every time they come into the show, it's like a fart in the wind. They don't do anything. You know, they come in. They're talking about their new house that they're going to sit there and buy. No one cares about the house that they're going to buy because we're not going to see it. They might or may not get a new set, but we'll just most likely see them as society anyway. Like you can't get in. Oh, okay. So Valley Eagle thing. I mean, Monique said it. Okay, thank you. Eagle fan says I've not watched Days since what NBC being sued, but actress. Yeah, I wonder how that's going. Yeah, I mean, sad thing is though, Ron, is that Days of Our Lives is not that good today, and that was probably the best part. And the best part was probably the most annoying part because you know, I just I don't know. I can't with Jade at this point. The attitude and everything like that, it's like it's too much. I'm like, boo, it happened years ago. Get over it. Get some counseling. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. She woke up. She told the truth. So Tate is not in jail anymore, and they have a new person that's gonna be playing Tate. And apparently, some people are whining and complaining because he's too old or something, or some stupid ish. And honestly, tell you the truth, that's not the sad thing is like that's such a frivolous thing to sit there and complain about compared to the episodes that we've been getting. That's the real crime. Like, did anyone actually care about the Harris and Ava scene today? And these are actual good characters, but they've been giving them. Yes, true. Orby, that's very true. Some people like to complain and complain. I saw you today in James' live stream, and he was talking about I don't know something about positivity. Like he wanted people to say something positive or something, or he only wanted positive comments. No one can really say anything. Johnson says I didn't really care about it. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jonathan. Like I said, Ava and Harris are actual good characters, but I mean, yesterday they were in the bed all day. Today they went to a restaurant. She's talking about, oh, I'm not going to go back to mob. I'm going to do something else. Like, well, what else are you going to do? Okay, yeah, no, I know. I saw you in the comment section a little bit. Yeah, Ed, I don't blame you. I'm shocked you did not make a video. I don't know much about it, Eagle Fang. So it's like I'd rather read up on it or find out more information before I do some sort of video about it. Because more stuff is coming all the time. Like more stuff is coming out about P Diddy and not just the rage, just other things in general. So, but I might actually, if I get some time to sit there and do some sort of research on it, and I'll definitely do a video on it. But I do find this story interesting. Oh, I plan on Eagle Fang. Trust me, I plan on it. I've been trying to branch outside of doing other videos besides soap opera stuff. Yeah, Lobby, I saw you in there. Nope. No, he is not, Damon. Well, Nicholas Chavez isn't coming back, but they may want a recasting. Ron says yes, other people like to complain and wonder why Brad Bell's saying that he doesn't care about. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a good attitude to have either. To be honest, Ron, like I get it. As a creator, it's very difficult to please everyone. You just simply can't. Um, Lorby says I didn't get to see all B&B say that they, for the most part, yes, they did have scenes with Steffi and Leon. Um, yeah, they did have scenes with Steffi and Living, but yes, that was the majority of it. Damon said, "Yeah, I saw his IG. He got rid of his GH photos." Yeah, Damon. And from, like I said, from what I understood, he unfollowed a lot of people. He unfollowed a lot of people except for Frank Valentine. Damon, he is that official? It's not official yet. I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna come out with an official statement. Cherry ice cream. Yep, Damon. Like I said, Damon, I will sit there and say this much. I do have a video. It's a members only video. It's called Spilling the Tea. Whoever become a member, watch that video. Okay? Just watch that video. Second hour, watch that video. I call it Spilling the Tea for a reason. Johnson says, I don't think Rafe and Jada's relationship will last. No, of course not, because she's too busy harping on the past. She's too busy sitting there saying, you hurt my feelings. My heart was broken like about 5 years ago. You did it to me. You're a sociopath. You think that your new man wants to sit there and hear that? Like, seriously. Damon, I will tell you this much. It's worth it. If nothing, I mean, granted, we have some good conversation, but if nothing else, Damon, it is worth it. It's the second hour, and it's me and DC. And yeah, I'll tell you this much, Damon. Once you know, you know. And by the way, I think it was probably the most funniest video. To this day, I still go back and I rewatch that video. Ron says, as you say, Abby, you can't please everyone. What he wants to do is his right to do. J Blue or Christina gets on my nerves. Why thinks she can speak for her dad? Well, J Blue, yes, and honestly, to tell you the truth, she believed everything that her dad was saying. She didn't even sit there and try to think for herself. And Jason saved her. Like honestly, to tell you the truth, she's just been out of pocket. But now, like I said, Damon, it's a good video. Um, it was probably the most. What kind of tear you spilling? No, well, Jonathan, you saw the video. You saw the spelling the T video, so you know. That's why I listened to Todd Damon. I was like, I can't say it here, but it's good and it's funny. Ron says, "What's your take on fans saying they didn't want Brad Bell fired from his own show?" Um, I don't blame them. I don't honestly tell you to blame them. And Rihanna, how have you been? My goodness, it's been so long since I've seen you. It's good to see you again. Oh my goodness. I hope you've been well. Yeah, Jay Blue, it didn't really make any sense. She seemed like she got upset because she didn't know that she was the model at Deception. But I'm like, okay, like eventually she was going to tell you. Like this is another one of those scenes where it's like they blow things out of proportion. You know? Oh, I see you really are the face of Deception. What is your problem? Um, and I'll actually tell you the truth, Damon. If you whenever you want, you can. It's at literally the top. It's actually in the pin comment. So you just click onto the pin comment, and you can join from there. Ariana says, "Good to be back in the streams. I've been busy putting people back together, saving lives. That's what's up. It's good to see you again." Ed says, "For Christina character, she's grown. She shows growth as a character, then take 10 steps back. Yeah, This again, I'm like, Jason saved your life, and yet you believe you want to sit there and believe what Sonny says because Sonny says it. But yeah, Damon, it's worth it. Well, Ron, I think that's fan fiction personally that Jade is gonna do something that stupid. But I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, Ron. If that's true, um, I'll give you your props, and I'll sit there and say that'll be a plot twist I wouldn't see coming. But Ariana says, "I miss everyone. Appreciate you keeping me." Of course, Ariana. I listen. I love doing these videos, even on the episodes that aren't really so great. It's more of a challenge, you know. So I appreciate having you. I appreciate having you just as a subscriber, and I definitely appreciate having you as a member. Jay Blue says, "I guess Christine doesn't think she owes Jason anything, just like her papa." Yeah. And the sad thing is, Jay Blue, at least with Sonny, he's off his meds. Like his dosage isn't right. With Christina, it's just stupid. You know, and and Damon is a member. So yes, watch. It's the second hour. So you fast forward about an hour. It's called General Hospital Spilling the Tea. It's good. Like literally, that is worth it for the price of admission alone for that. Exactly, Lord B. Welcome to the fold, Damon. Ron says, "I bet she's." Ron says, "I bet she, Jada, will say that is still my husband, and if he doesn't want me, then you can't have him." Ron, that would be like a really good story in the '90s. Ariana said, "Christina bothered me and Sam too." Yeah, they're both out of pocket. They're both out of pocket. I got my thoughts on Sam, but they're both out of pocket because with Sam, yeah, she's been annoying. And at the end of the day, you chose to have a baby with him. So stop sitting there trying to talk about how Jason's life is dangerous and blah, 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 blah. You chose to have a baby with him. But to be fair, Jason's life is dangerous. Johnson says if Jada kissed that Stephanie, it would be like when Jordan kidnapped Sierra to supposedly protect her from her brother Ben. Hmm. Sounds like some good TV watching back then. Of course, Damon, trust me, like I said, that video is worth it, the price of admission alone. Just remember, Damon, whatever happens in the membership, whatever happens in the members group stays in the members group. So once you know, you know. Lorby says, was it me or was Finn Hope looking so uneasy on B&B? No, It wasn't just you, but it makes sense. Finn is conflicted, and Hope really don't want to be there. She just wants to be there for her dad. And what? Okay, Laura B, what happened to the waiting staff? She said that the waiting staff. She said that the. She said that Sheila got along with the waiting staff. I just saw Hollis there. Where is the waiting staff at? Ariana says seriously Sam was a ride or die and came close many times before having a baby, then walking away girlfriend. Exactly. Now that's the part that's so disappointing, Ariana, is that I feel like they ruined her character over the years. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, just write the character off. Give us a new character at this point, because I don't even recognize I don't even recognize his character. Exactly, Lord B. Deacon was like, "Oh yeah, the staff they really loved her. They were really happy. They were really happy to have her." And I'm like, "Where's the staff at then?" I mean, the restaurant isn't open, so where's the staff at? Alyssa, you've been missed. I missed you. Have you been? Oh, funny. I was actually thinking about you today. Jay Blue says, "Yeah, it was Laura B." Jay Blue says, "I had to take a moment when Christina kissed Dante goodbye and saying goodbye." So it's just, yeah, it's a weird, hmm, it's always been weird. Ariana says now she's up on some higher cloud looking down, kick rocks. Exactly. Okay. Like I said, I'm missing you in the chat. So, what the is all this? Damon says it's crazy how Sam's acting, especially with her and Jason went through. That's exactly what I was saying, Damon. It's like they ruined her character, and I'm like, if you're gonna do that, just write them off. Here's the thing, Valerie. Manny wasn't just crazy. The actor that played Manny, that is such an intimidating guy. That is such an intimidating guy. That is such an like that's the guy that would sit there and just be bullying people for their lunch money. And I think I just wound up giving it to him. And that's the thing, even though he's like short, he's technically short. I think he's probably shorter than me. I would not want to meet that man in a dark alley. I actually tell you the truth, almost everything that he's played in, every show he's played in, he's always played the same character. And he's always been super intimidating. Yes, I do miss him as well. Susan, even though that dude is like legit scary. One of the best villains you ever seen. Okay. Johnson says it's like Sam forgot all the times Jason put his life on the line for her. I feel like the writers kind of forgot who Sam was, and I understand. I'm trying to get past the fact that I get that people change and priorities change, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you chose to have a baby with him. Stop trying to get on this high horse about, oh my goodness, your life is so dangerous. His life was dangerous before you made a baby with him. Lobby says, I'm sure the many actor is nice, but many, yep, Oh, no, exactly. Listen, like I said, he was the type of person that would sit there and just take people's lunch money, and I'd be like, "Yep, I would so give him my lunch money. Like I wouldn't even." Ariana says, "For the love of God, all the things holy, please not Nina and Drew." Not if well, yeah, of course it's Nina. Yes, he was Susan, which by the way was my favorite CSI series, which was Miami. Yeah, I don't know, Alyssa. I'm not gonna not to get on your bad side, Alyssa, but before you got here, I was kind of dragging your girl Jada. I'm not even gonna sit there and lie. I was kind of dragging your girl Jada. Ron says so. If Stephanie wants a relationship with Everett, Jada needs to deal with it or stop badgering him and move the F1 on Rafe. Come get your side piece. I don't know about that, but I do agree that she should be focusing her relationship on. Yeah, she should refocus her relationship on Rafe. Yeah, Susan, I used to watch a lot of different ones. I didn't watch them complete. Um, Miami, and I did like New York, CSI New York. Ariana said Drew should have Maxi run Crimson. Yeah, why get Nina if well maybe I mean to be fair, um, Ariana, Nina does have more experience. It would make more sense to get um Nina than to get Maxi. I mean, he tried to get Carly to run the magazine, and you all saw how that turned out. You know, my whole thing is I'm trying to be on your good side of this because I missed you. Um, Ed said Jada needs to stop acting like Stephanie's the villain, and Stephanie needs to stand up to Jada already. Yeah, that's the point. That's the part that bothered me because she goes all up in what you call his face, and she's like, "Well, you should have known. You should have done research. You should have did that." I'm like, Jada, you should move on. Wait, you have moved on. You're with Rave. Why are you so all up in Stephanie's face and giving her all sorts of attitude? Like the one female friend that you have, and you're already sitting there acting like that. Johnson says we did see Drew do a scene with Jordan. Maybe, maybe. But how do we know that? How? Okay, I'm gonna get to that comment in a second. Cherie R, thank you to the homie who gifted me a membership so I can send big love and blessings to my fam, to my chat fam, and Albert. Thank you, Cherie. Yeah, yeah, it was Ambassador Sam, yeah, Ambassador Sam, the GOAT. Unless everyone say what's up to Cherie R. But the thing is, Alyssa, when you date somebody, you don't sit there and be doing background checks, right? And so it is one of those things for her to get upset with Stephanie and she didn't know, you know? Like if you want to sit there and get upset with Everett, fine. But you don't get upset with the other woman who didn't even know that they were the other woman, you know? Yeah, Lord, be too bad that she didn't get it. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I agree with Maxie. I'm like, I miss the old Nina. I don't like this desperate, this desperate version of her. Oh, I should sit there and send him a card. I got Ava as my partner in crime or whatever, my ally. It's like Ava is helping herself. Okay. Ava's helping herself, and Nina, you need to move on. Well, you know what, Alyssa, I do you one even better. I do you one even better. If Jada's right, you can sit there. You can, I tell you, I give you permission to do this. If Jada's right, you get to sit there and say, "I told you so." Happy night, Jay Blue. Yes, if Jada's right, you get to sit there and tell me. You get to sit there and literally, and I want you to be petty about it too. Oh no, no, no. Like I said, listen, if you are right, well, if Jada's right, then I want you to be petty about it. I want you to sit there and say, "I told you so." I want you to sit there and do a happy dance and just really, you know, because you're my girl. I'm gonna give you that leeway. Yeah, Cherie. Bachelor Sam's the goat. So, well, no, well, here's the thing, Ariana. I'm always being a petty person. That's why I was like, that's why I was that they're giving Alyssa free, a free pass to sit there and be petty. Susan CJ Close said just finished. GA Sam is a total B now. Uh, Well, the thing is, I mean, if he doesn't remember, Ron, then I think he is being a little bit too nice to Jada. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to sit there. You know me, Ariana. I can be very petty. Um, I'm not going to sit there and have somebody in my face constantly sitting there being, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. Well, yeah, I get that, Alyssa. He's a mystery. Ariana said that's why you're my favorite and have me support. You're petty. Damn right. Ariana, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, no one has spared the rod. Nobody. Um, well, like I said, I was like, Alyssa, if you're right about that, I want her to sit there and be petty, be like, I told you so, you didn't listen. Okay. I want Alyssa to sit there and dunk all over me that day. Because I'm gonna literally come in. If she's right, I'm gonna literally come in like, all right, Alyssa, let me have it. That's right, Sheree. No one is spared the rod of my. No one is spared the rod of my. On, I'll give you a pass. I give you a pass, Sheree. And thank you, Lord B. Thank you. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. Where are we with the likes? Okay, so we got 25 likes. We got 33 people in the chat. Hmm. So yes, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Because it really does actually help. But yeah, Sheree, no, you can be spared. You're good peoples. We'll listen to this song another time. That's always been a. I swear, I feel like this phone just. Oh, I definitely will. Next time I see her, Sheree, I definitely will. I definitely will. You good people. You good people. I mean, you're good people. Sheree. Now, Damon says, I'm trying to figure out why Valentine had Olivia Jerome killed. Ava got to be working with him. Everyone's saying that. Everybody's saying that. Like, what the fuck? Like my phone is now decided they want to start tripping out. But yeah, that was always an out of pocket kind of relationship. Damon says, I'm trying to figure out why that. Oh, okay, I already read that. Oh, this thing is really acting up. Yeah, Lobby, I was gonna sit there and say that to him too. That's a very popular. There we go. Ed says, side note, I'm glad the writers remember who Maxi is because her outfit's been on point. Like, yes. And she used to be, Spinelli used to literally call her the Fascination, whatever. Yeah, exactly, Kyrie. And then they just got lazy, started dressing her. They started dressing her in things that was not flattering. One, it was not flattering to her. Two, she's supposed to be into fashion. So it's like, I get it, she's a mom and everything like that, but come on, seriously? And again, I know it probably has something to do with budget, but I'm like, come on. Exactly. So, and how long does that take? Like a year? Ron, it was just me. Why do you keep putting Nikisha into it? Okay, I'm the only one that got Passions canceled. Nikisha had nothing to do with it. That's right, Ron. I got it canceled because I'm a very petty person. Now, to tell you the truth, the way Days of Our Lives is going is starting to piss me off too. So, Ron, I may actually want to getting Days of Our Lives canceled. I really shouldn't probably put that out there in the universe. Then I know that Days is going through a slump right now, and I get that part, but why did it freeze up on my bed? Okay. Well, that's not being petty. That's just being awesome, and I appreciate that, Sheree. Thank you. I appreciate you, and then I appreciate that. So thank you. No, Ron, it was just me alone. I just I got power like that. And if Days don't get their act together, oh, that'll be the next one. That'll be the next one. I'll be on the chopping block. Don't worry. I mean, heaven forbid that actually happens. We do got the gates. I mean, even though it didn't come out yet. And Ron says, please, Albert, stop covering for Nikisha. She was the one that convinced you with starting this stupid petition. Oh shit! God damn, Ron, it wasn't even my idea. So not only are you not going to give me solo credit for it, but now I don't even get credit for the idea. God damn, Ron, that's just being mean. At least give me credit for being petty. Petty is my middle name, but damn, Ron. Um, I forgot who came in and said the DJ. I think it was CJ. Well, somebody came in and it was like Sam as being a B or whatever. The thing is, if this was a normal situation where Ron says, Albert, your petition will be denied, dates ain't going no day. Oh, wow. Well, Ron, I guess I don't have that much power. You put me in my place. But the thing is, people sitting there saying like Sam's been out of pocket, especially with keeping Danny away from Jason. But I mean, let's be honest. Jason is a magnet for danger, and right now you got John that's sitting there practically propping Jason to be out in the open and be a target for Blackman. And in other ways, that's true, Susan. She has been unrecognizable. Valerie says, sometimes I think the writers need to go back. Oh, don't put that out there in the universe. I think they just need to do better because, like Susan said, she's been unrecognizable for a while now. You know, and again, I always go back to yeah, Valerie. Those are some dark times. I mean, Valerie, remember? I don't know if he was in I don't know if he was in the chat that day, but we talked about the writer strike on here, and I made a comment, and apparently people was like, "Oh my God, you're so out of pocket. What do you mean, Island Breeze? What did I say?" You know, not to sit there and get myself canceled again. But I said something along to the effects of, well, if the writers don't like the pay, then they can sit there and get another job. And it was like pandemonium with me. And then when the actors went on strike, the same people that was at their champion for the writers to get what they wanted. Yep, really. But the thing is, the people that was championing for the writers to get what they wanted, when it came towards the actors, did not have that same energy. Yep. Yeah, you were there, Valerie. That was a good roasting session of me. Ron says, Albert, and why was Tapper too old for making a baby endure? You're jealous of her saying that she's too old. I'm jealous. Hmm. Well, I actually can be jealous at times, so maybe you're right about that. But yeah, no, Valley, that was a good roasting session. Ah, memories. Yep, exactly. You were there, Lord B. See, that was at a time where it's like I let too many things go unchecked in the chat. So as said, the fact that Nina says she has a secret weapon, aka Ava, I hope she's prepared to have Ava on her face. Yeah, because Ava is helping herself. Ava ain't really thinking about you. And honestly, tell you the truth, that kiss right there was already a violation. Even if they don't go all the way, which they will because he's Sunny and yada yada yada, that kiss was already a violation right there. Ron got me though. You know the sad thing is, Laura B, is that you use like it's stupid autocorrection, but that wasn't even how you spell island. Valerie says Ava couldn't believe it. Like, how did it autocorrect to something that's not even correctly spelled? Have a good night, Alyssa. It was really great to see you again. Don't stay going too long next time. Not stay going too long, Alyssa. I may have to sit there and send a search party for you. Ron says when you do a collab with Phoenix, make sure Nikisha is also on camera. I will do that. Island says Christina is as dumb as a bag of rocks. Kate Manson was great on Days. The writer is doing her a disservice. Hmm. And Ron also says, have a great night, Alyssa. All right, good, Alyssa. Don't get me worried now. I'll do it. Play with me. Yeah, I was actually surprised by that, Damon. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was surprised. And now they call him Jack. I'm still gonna call him Mr. Brennan. Karina says I think Ava and Valentine are working together. I need to sit there and do like a tally of how many people think that theory, about how many people actually has that theory, Ariana, because people are saying that all week. Island, yep. Valia says, where did Cyrus slide away to? Oh, that's what that is, Valerie. He's in a new movie. I think I actually sort of actually have the previews to that on my phone. It's on YouTube. I think he's actually going to be starring in a new movie. I will tell you tomorrow because I can't think of it off the top of my head. And it was so weird, Valerie, too, because like when I saw the preview, like the thumbnail, I was like, I know that guy. Laura B thinks that she's working on an agenda. Yeah, she's the queen. Vacation. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. Well, I saw her in Carissa's chat. Yeah, this whole Laura giving people breaks they really should that she really shouldn't be giving breaks to. Ron says Ariana says Ava's shady as Ish and Valentine as a Casa. Yep, so they're both shady. Ron says Audra, if and when Everett gets Stephanie pregnant, Jada to her will say to her, you better terminate it ASAP. But will Patch and Kayla have a different story? Well, that sounds like an interesting story. That sounds like a better story than what we're getting. Oh, I miss you too, Sheree. I'm gonna let me give you a call the minute I get off this live. It's just been hell this week because I had to be waking up every day at like 4 o'clock in the morning to get to work at 6. So it's like the minute I get off these lives, it's like I forgot to call my dad yesterday. But I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna call my dad and I'm gonna call you and yeah, and then I'll be asleep. Like hell, today I took a nap because I was so tired. Even though if it was like an hour, it was still good sleep. Yeah, Lobby, yeah, I saw her and Krista, what is good? Yeah, Lobby, I saw her in Carissa's live stream. Yeah, I saw her in Carissa's live stream yesterday. You know, Island, I'm surprised that Steffi let Finn go to the funeral. I already sat there. Was like, does he have to ask you to go to his own mother's funeral? Yeah, Ariana is no joke. One of one of my coworkers is on vacation this week, and she normally does the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shows. I only usually have to do it maybe once or twice, but because she's off, I've been having to do it every day, and it's a lot. But I look forward to Dunkin' Donuts now for some odd reason, since they got a new manager. Island says, yeah, Finn is a disappointment. He could have sent flowers or something. So you don't like the fact that Finn went to Sheila's memorial service. This is one of those things where it's like I get where Stephanie's coming from. I think sometimes it's hard to get where Stephanie's coming from for some people because her attitude and her tone. Johnson says I actually had Dunkin' Donuts today. Yeah, it was actually really good. And I still go to Starbucks, just not as often as Dunkin'. Ariana says I do my best work at 6 a.m. That's my best nap later on. Yeah, that's exactly what I did today. After I did my review, took a nap. It was so good. Yeah, that's the thing, CJ Clove. A lot of times she's not always wrong. It's her delivery that sucks. That's the thing. Sometimes your delivery can be really awful, even if you have a good message behind it. Yeah, that's the thing, Damon. I always like to sit there and have their lattes and a donut, and I am good. Yeah, Laura B. That's why, like, when she was all like, "Oh, well, I don't like." You're not even thinking about going to that funeral, are you? I'm like, does he need to ask your permission? Does he need to ask you your permission? Like, who are you? I'm like, you're his wife. You're not his god. You can take that ish down a little bit. Ron says, Albert, I'm convinced that Sheila will be at her memorial service just like Phyllis showed. Ron, if that does happen, that'll be interesting. I mean, we all know the rumors. Fortunately, because I didn't do the digging, I can't sit there and kind of give my opinion. I heard that the actress moved to Montana or something, so if that's the case, I don't know how she's going to come back. And it says Sam's a joke for telling Dante she blames Jason for him getting shot. Danger follows Jason. Dante's a cop and bullets come with the job, especially when Ed is speaking facts. Queen Jess. Jesse Jess. How was your day? I agree with that. I agree with that, Eileen. And yes, Krista, that's exactly what Ron was saying. Lopi says, I don't blame Stephanie for her feelings to be clear, but she needs to let Finn be Finn. Yeah, she needs to let him grieve. Just as my day was hectic like the Reddit. Yes, it was all rainy the whole day. Johnson says it's ironic that Sam is angry at Jason, but Danny is not, and Liz is not at Jason, but Jake is. Yeah, Jake the jackass. Whose casket, Susan? Yeah, Ariana, I think here's the thing. The problem is whoever is going to be the new Spencer, he's going to get so much smoke and so much hate. Just said Christina was pissing me off today. Oh, why is that? Because honestly, to tell you the truth, Christina has been a screw up. Sheila's casket. Okay. Christina has been a monumental screw up for a very long time. So I think she can totally understand. I think she could totally understand on some level where what you call is coming. Ron says, so Albert, if that's sugar, then what would the audience going to say? They're going to be disappointed. They're going to be disappointed because so many people wanted Sheila to go because they just felt like it just got to a point where it was just stupid. So if she does actually come back. I don't think that a lot of fans are going to be happy. Susan said, I can see him having a memorial service, but I didn't expect the casket to be there. Yeah, that was a little kind of, yeah. Unlimited was good. Just the right. I don't even care about her and Blaze, but her making that shade comment about deception was so stupid. It was just because my whole thing is like, okay, she didn't tell you that she was going to be the face of deception yet. Why don't you give her some time before the deal and ink is already signed? She sat there and acted like Blaze was trying to hide something from her. This that's the problem though, Jess. She's been out of pocket for a hot minute. She's been out of pocket with Jason, and now she's that they're doing the Blaze. I'm like, what are we doing at this point? Island's not happy with all three. You don't watch Days of Our Lives, right? Island. Damon said, yeah, whoever plays Spencer RMG, he will get a lot of hate. Yep. And that's the thing, Damon. It's so unfortunate. Valerie is funny because part of me wanted to say that, but I felt like if I did, people were like, "Oh my god, that's so sexist. Why would a man say something like that?" Part of me should have probably said something like that. I do actually like pissing people off. I'm just saying, Valerie. I would have been canceled. And it's like she can understand Nina where she's coming from, but Jason is. That's what I said, Jess. I'm like, this writing team or the way they're going about it's like the season of people just being out of pocket. Element says so. Sheila has been killed off on two soaps. If memorial service, she actually dead. I mean, let's be honest, Unlimited. Is any soap character really dead? Susan says, listen, I mean, it would have been funny, but I'm pretty sure, well, to be fair, people get pissed off at comments that I make when I'm not intentionally trying to piss people off. Ariana says it's unfortunate because be better in he may be better in click with Tabi, yes. But Ariana, you've seen how some people are, unfortunately. And what's good do I? And that's the thing, Susan. I personally don't care. You know, I've realized that I'm going to always piss somebody off no matter what I say. But I think it's a difference if I intentionally try to do it. That's the thing, Susan. or if I know that I'm going to piss somebody off by saying it, then it's like, just as Maxi looked nice today, I don't know if they did something different with her. Yeah, they actually have her dressed like she used to be a fashionista instead of the crappy clothes that she usually used to dress in. Thank you, Unlimited. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button. We got 30 something people in the chat. I'm pretty sure we don't. 32. Okay, so we're on point. We're on point tonight. Well, that's good, Ariane. I can hear the stream now. You can hear before? Was I talking too low or something? Susan says we were saying that earlier. Her hair, yes. We also, again, it's also her clothes though. By the way, and I'm gonna say this again, Maxie was speaking facts to Nina, and Nina's the type of person that would hear it in one ear, not the other. Stop being desperate. I never really liked you with Sonny chasing after a man. It's just like I said, it was also what she was wearing though too. Like, and it's about time that they actually make her. Yep. Let's be honest, Susan. They haven't actually had a good wardrobe in about 8 months to close to a year. Lakeisha, what's good? Yes, unfortunately, I think they actually had to do that to her, though. Aaron says, no, I mean the compliments about the new Spencer. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, she's been on some BS for a while, Jazz. But to be fair, Jazz, I will. You're not gonna like me, Jazz. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're not gonna like me. So I'm giving you a heads up. Damn. Well, Jess, I feel like you may kind of feel the same way about me to some extent, on some level. Unlimited says KS is dealing with chronic health issue. I think she's healthier now or when she's filmed Asian that she's been in a while. Yeah, I mean, I know about that. We all knew about that for a while. What's good, Big Nate? My thing, what? They've been okay. I'm good. How you doing, Nate? My thing with Sam saying that she doesn't want Danny to be near him because of how, dangerous he is and his lifestyle is, she's not wrong, right? She's not. And right now, John is not there practically prodding Jason to be out there for Pikeman to get him. So being around Jason right now is really not a good idea. And to be fair, Duan says Albert Bostic pissed me off. Thank you, Duan. I really do sometimes try to go on my way to piss people off, but yep, unlimited Destro. But I understand she's like, Jason is dangerous to be around. Jason has always been dangerous to be around, so she's not. But and that's my other thing. Justin's like, oh well, too little, too late. She already effed that man and had a kid with him, and that's the other part where it's like you don't get to sit there and start whining and complaining now about how dangerous his life is when you chose to have a baby by him. You chose to have a baby with this man. So part of me is like, you can kind of shut the F up forever. Susan says, good point, Albert, but Sam is too much. That's why I says like I can try to see it from both sides, you know. Because ultimately, yeah, it was stupid. Because let's just sit there and say that something does happen to Danny because of Jason or being around Jason. Well, Sam, it's still your fault. You chose to have a baby with a mob enforcer. Yeah, Jess. Very few people actually care about Brooklyn's wedding, Brooklyn, and that cheap ass wedding dress. Unlimited says Dante wanted to tell her she was being ridiculous, but he literally didn't have the strength. Unlimited is that's what I said. Unlimited is coming in with the facts. Oof, okay. Well, she was with Patrick, and I still to this day just my mind is boggled by that. Um, but again, that you know, Unlimited. I would sit there and give you a certain amount of credit because I wasn't there for that. I just heard about the pairing and I felt like it was off. But you could have a point, Unlimited. They said that they had to give KM something when it comes to Patrick and Sam, but we all know that wouldn't have lasted. Yeah, there was a point I took a break from watching it, so Unlimited said he liked the pairing. So because I didn't watch it, I can't really weigh that much in on it, except for on paper it just looks off to me. One says Aubrey got Brooklyn's wedding canceled. Well, Duane, I kept telling Ron that I was going to get Days of Our Lives canceled, but he wasn't having it. And Ron is just so much of a smart person that there's not really much I can actually get past that man. You know who else was this unlimited? Natalie from One Life to Live. Ah, okay. Unlimited. Yeah, I do remember him going to Robin's presumed dad. Okay, but yeah, that dress is something else. Wow. That's why I guess for me, like Sam has been mostly pissing me off, but some of the stuff she says isn't entirely wrong. Yeah, I heard that Emma was not a fan of Britt Westbourne, but to be fair, when she was clinging on to Patrick, I wasn't a fan of Britt either. I felt like she was so desperate to sit there and be with Patrick. I'm like, boo, you look good. And I think at the time she was with or Patrick was with some chick that wound up dying, who was with Michael, and eventually that chick wound up dying. Oh, Sabrina, thank you. That was her name. That was her name. She played the quote unquote Pretty Ugly Girl, or I think that it was that what they used to say thing called those girls in the '90s that had glasses and she was all geeky, and then the minute she took off her glasses, she was like super hot. Nerdy, yes. Yeah, he used to call them the pretty ugly girl, the pretty ugly chick. Unlimited. If you ever watched a movie called Not Another Teen Movie, it describes her to a T. Ariana says, I do like the story with Jason being on the outside and it's not being really easy for him and Sunny. Yeah, a lot of people can appreciate that. Yes, Susan Geeky, yes. Nerd chick, nerdy chick, yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was probably among my second, maybe no, my third favorite parody movies. Um, the first scary movie, and I forgot that parody with Charlie Sheen. You want that will always be my movie. That's definitely always gonna be among my favorite movies. It's like he did. It's like Chris Evans did that, and then he did Captain America. So when I heard he was going to be Cap, I was mad surprised because I couldn't take him seriously. So prove me wrong. I'm cool with that. But because this Benadryl is really kicking in, and I do actually still have to wake up early in the morning, I'm gonna sit there in the stream here. I was gonna end it a little bit before, but then people was coming in a little later, so I decided to stay a little bit later. Um, because I don't know. I don't like leaving when people just come in. I feel kind of guilty for some odd reason. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. But I do want to thank everyone for joining. Appreciate y'all all. Thank you, Unlimited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button on the way out because it really does help. Thank you, Lord B. No, I'm all right. I just have the sniffles, and then I took Benadryl, and then that just. But a good night's rest, and I'll be a lot better. Thank you, Lord B. And thank you, Cherry Ice Cream. And thank you, Susan. Thank you, Lord B. Unlimited says leave if you want. Leave if you need to when you come in late. You don't have to wait. But thank you, Limit. No, I just, I always appreciate my subscribers coming in and hanging out for a little bit. So, and besides, it's like when they come in, it's like, well, we got to sit there and have a little quick chit chat since you're coming in. It's always like hearing other people's opinions. But yes, have a good night, Unlimited. Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you. Have a good night, Duan. Thank you, Big Nate. Appreciate you. Good night's rest, and I'll be a lot better. Thank you, Queen Becky D. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Thank you. Have a good night, Ariana. It was really great to see you again. You have definitely been missed in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Blackmon, Darby, Unlimited, Island. Yes, there we go, Island. And I will see you in the next live stream. Later.